Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame Muheim et ça c'est le futur simple. This is the future tense in French. So when do we use le futur simple? The futur simple expresses when you will do something that takes place further in the future. It demonstrates somewhat less certainty that that future event will happen, and that only is because it is further away. Whereas the near future, something that you've already learned, le futur proche, is a bit different. This expresses something that is going to happen sooner, going to happen or take place at an earlier moment in time. That could mean happening later on today or happening perhaps tomorrow. It demonstrates more certainty that that future event is going to happen. And the way we form the near future is quite simple. It's a pronoun plus aller plus the infinitive of the verb. So what this looks like is something like je vais regarder, where je is the pronoun, vais is aller conjugated with je, so je vais, I go, and regarder is the infinitive verb to watch. So je vais regarder, I am going to watch, perhaps un film ce soir. So let's look at verbs in the infinitive and give us a little reminder of what the infinitive actually is. So an infinitive verb is a verb that hasn't been changed. So these look like manger, dormir, boire, aller, faire, être, and avoir. As you may notice, there are 3 different endings for verbs in French. The most common one is er, such as in manger, ir, such as in dormir, and re, such as in boire. So these are in the infinitive because these verbs have not changed. You can see that they mean to eat. So these are what we call kind of more pure verbs. They are to eat, to sleep, to drink, to go, to do, to be, and to have. It is unchanged. You haven't used it with a pronoun yet, so there's no reason to change it. Okay. That is what the infinitive is. So, in le futur simple, most verbs take the infinitive and then add an ending onto that, depending on the pronouns. So this is what you do to form le futur simple. You take the pronoun, which, as a reminder, these are the French pronouns, je, I, tu, which is you in the informal or singular, il, elle, on, he, she, one, or sometimes translated as we, nous, we, vous, you in the formal or plural, sometimes translated as you all, and il, elle, they. Il meaning they for a group of all boys or a mixed group of genders, and elle meaning they, referring to a group of only girls. So to these pronouns, in order to make the future simple, you have the infinitive and a specific ending. These are the endings that go with each one. So for je, you're going to have the ending ai, tu, ending as, il, elle, on, ending a, nous, ending ons, vous, ending ez, and il, elle, ending ont. So we add the ending to these infinitives. Today we're going to use manger and dormir, as we saw in the last slide. So let's start off with manger, to eat. So if I want to say I will eat, we take je, we add manger, and then add the ending ai to manger. So it becomes je mangerai, I will eat, tu mangeras, you will eat, il mangera, he will eat, nous mangerons, we will eat, vous mangerez, you will eat, and elles mangeront, they will eat. Okay. So we're going to do this as well with dormir. So all you do, like I said, is you take the infinitive and you add these endings in the ending category. So in order to turn dormir into the futur simple, so dormir, to sleep, we would say je dormirai, I will sleep, tu dormiras, you will sleep, elle dormira, she will sleep, nous dormirons, we will sleep, vous dormirez, you will sleep, and ils dormiront, they will sleep. So now that we've seen it with 2 verbs, manger and dormir, let's give it a go with a verb that you know very well, jouer, to play. So in order to make the sentences I will play, you will play, she will play, and etc., you have to add those endings as before. So I'll give you 1 second to think about how these might look in the futur simple. All right, have you thought about it? Okay, let's give it a go. I will play. We've got je jouerai. You will play. Tu joueras. She will play. Elle jouera. Nous jouerons for we will play. Vous jouerez. You all will play. And ils joueront. They will play. So this is what regular verbs, what most verbs look like in the futur simple, specifically if they end in an er, like manger and jouer, or an ir, like dormir. However, let's have a look at a different e. So in the futur simple, with verbs that end in re, you do have to make a slight change. You take off the e so that you can then add the endings. So for the verb boire, to drink, it suddenly becomes boire, but just without the e. And then you add your endings just like we did in the last slide. So je boirai, I will drink. Tu boiras, you will drink. Elle boira, she will drink. Nous boirons, we will drink. Vous boirez, you will drink. And ils boiront, they will drink. So very similar. It's just if a verb in the infinitive ends in re, you take off the e and add the endings for futur simple. All right. So these are what regular verbs got here, specifically the verbs aller, faire, être, and avoir. For these, you have to change the verb and make it into a stem. So what that means is you've got to change it. So for aller, it becomes ir, very irregular. Faire becomes faire, but spelled F-E-R. Être, to be, becomes ser. You have seen this in some way, so I will come back to that. But it becomes S-E-R. And avoir, to have, becomes A-U-R-or. So let's have a look at that specifically with je. So for all these four verbs, we're going to look at what they would look like with je in the futur simple. So first of all, I will go, j'irai. I will do, je ferai. I will be, je serai. I will have, j'aurai. Okay. So as you can see, you've taken those stems and you've just added the same thing that we've done before, add the AI to the end of it. So let's play around a little bit with aller. So we've got j'irai, I will go. So how would you then form it with tu? And with il, and with nous. So with tu, tu iras, you add the as, il ira, you add the a, nous irons, you add the ons. We're going to move on to using it in sentences now. So you've seen how it's formed, you've seen some irregulars, you've seen how to form it with specifically regular verbs. Let's see how we can use this to talk about things in the future. So have a quick look at this sentence. La semaine prochaine, je mangerai des céréales pour le petit-déj. Okay. So how would we translate this into English? Look like, next week, I will eat cereal for breakfast. As we can see, this is something further in the future. This isn't happening later on today. So next week, I will eat cereal for breakfast. Et je dormirai de bonne heure. So, and I will sleep early. So, we're still in the next week. Okay. Another sentence we might say would be, le week-end prochain, nous irons au parc. So remember that IR stem goes with aller. So, it's going to be, next weekend we will go to the park. And elle jouera au foot et il fera du skate. So next weekend we will go to the park, she will play football, and he will do skateboarding. So how'd you get on? We've got the future tense or simple future expresses something that is further in the future. As a reminder, it's when you will do something, something will happen. It's formed from most verbs by taking the infinitive and adding the endings ai, as, a, ons, ez, and ont, depending on the pronoun. So this looks like je regarderai, tu regarderas, elle regardera, nous regarderons, vous regarderez, and ils regarderont if we're using the verb to watch, regarder. So some verbs are irregular, and you just need to memorize their stems like we did before. So IR for aller, FER for faire, SER for être, and AUR for avoir. Alors, ce sera super. It will be super. Ça, pour nous, c'est la fin. C'est ça, le futur simple. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that this made the future simple into something that is quite clear and easy to understand. Right? Merci beaucoup et au revoir.